Good evening, Dark Lords and Shining Heroes. Once again, we are back with Lichdom Battlemage. Sadly, I once again did not have my volume turned on, as you may know from my last episode, because this is taking place right at the same time. I just continued on through and never realized I had my mic muted the entire time. Now, I will say, after this little cutscene here, I speed everything way up. I just wanted to leave this one cutscene so you guys could see it in kind of its originality, though I am talking over it because I'm an asshole. Now, fun fact about this boss, I have to fight it multiple times, but not because I lose. Because there seems to be a glitch in this game that I wasn't aware of, or I had noticed it, but it never quite made sense to me until this boss, and I realized something. That is, very simply, once you do this fight so many times... Oh, wait a second. Oh, yeah, I actually do die. Oops, I forgot completely about that. Apparently there's a cap out on how many static debuffs you can have on an enemy, and I didn't realize that. And that causes this really weird glitch, which, due to the way that the corruption works, along with a lot of the other spells I'm using, I apply a whole bunch of static debuffs. Because technically, like, the explosion that does damage, it itself is a static debuff. So if you get a bunch of static debuffs going that don't actually wear off, such as necromancy and then the decreased damage from the controlling thing, and then you have like the mastery column from corruption, and then the control column from corruption, all which put these little static debuffs, which aren't actually debuffing them, but it's there. After so long, it turns the things immortal to you without having a direct damage spell. Now, I mean, if you have a direct damage spell, those static debuffs don't really matter, but if you don't, you'll get to the point where you can't do damage, because you can't apply the damage dealing corruptions, because they too count as a debuff. Now, I could be completely wrong with this, but this is my hypothesis so far, based upon the response in the stuff I saw, because in the next fight I win, but I spend like 5 minutes shooting at one of the guys for no apparent reason whatsoever, trying to figure out why he's not taking damage. And I finally just thought about it in the logic of how games work, and I realized there has to be a finite amount of debuffs that you can put on them. They probably thought this would never be triggered, or that you'd never run into someone that's stupidly running necromancy and corruption for no apparent reason whatsoever, other than I thought it was a cool idea to be a Dark Lord running around going, "Mwahaha! Debuffs for everybody!" Which it is, because it's fun. Because, I mean, nothing says badass like turning your enemies into necromancy and then having them explode with little insect things that do damage. I mean, all in all, it was a blast and a half. But, on to other news and other important topics. As some of you may have noticed, I have kind of like fallen off my game on the releasing daily updates. I will be returning back to that. I've just ran into a few problems. One involving, I don't know if I mentioned it in another episode yet or not, but one of my pets died, a bearded dragon, and she died before I was going to record, and after like she passed away and I realized what had happened, I didn't feel like recording anymore. It just ate away at my urge to do anything. Now, I will say, I think she died a peaceful death. Basically, she's been sick for a couple of days. I had taken her to the vet, and the vet was basically said with the symptoms that she had, there's only one documented case where she had it, or where a bearded dragon acted like this, it involved tumors in their brain. But he was hoping that it would be metabolic bone disorder, because metabolic bone disorder can cause bearded dragons to act 9 kinds of weird. Oh, here it is. Here's where I'm just firing and firing and firing and firing, and it does nothing whatsoever. And I'm actually getting really frustrated right now. So yeah, but she had a metabolic bone, or we were hoping she had metabolic bone disorder. Unfortunately, she didn't. And about Sunday night, she passed away about 2 in the morning my time. But that's normally when I do my recordings and stuff, because I'm a very nocturnal person. I'm not awake during the day up until I go to work. So yeah, I mean, that is why I've missed out on so much recordings. That and my math class in college is starting to pick up, so I'm having a lot more homework, because we're starting to get a lot closer to final time, and the teacher is kind of wanting us to pick up the pace a bit, because we're a little bit behind what he was wanting. So math has also been kicking in, but that should be the end of that. I won't promise I won't miss another day or two, but I will hopefully not miss this many in a row again, at least for a very, very long time, and at least without a good reason. Okay, and here I have just actually beaten it for real. I had switched out to lightning damage, and now you guys get to see a great cutscene, and I will shut my mouth for this so you guys can actually enjoy the cutscene as I go for this stone to gain ultimate power. I think this is where I got the lightning thing. Or do I switch to it after that? I don't remember. I'm almost positive I had to switch. No. I actually managed to kill the person. No. I had switched to lightning. And due to the lightning, I was able to kill them, because direct damage is direct damage. It doesn't apply a buff either direction, so I was just able to blast the holy living sin out of them. It took me a while, but I use fireball in this. I do get lightning here, and this is what I switched to for the preceding things. Now, unfortunately, we do miss a little bit of cutscene, just because, or a little bit of an episode, because I'm not going to post a normal episode with nothing happening in it. And I'll shut up now.
If he dies now, it's over. Can't I kill him, Father?
Not yet. I would relish it yet. But he is the key.
He's a funky looking dude, isn't he? So I was going to shut up. But I do think I'm going to talk a little bit, just to avoid copyright stuff, because that did catch me once on Darker Than Black. Or not Darker Than Black. Great anime, but not what we're talking about.
Get out of here. Those two will be back any minute.
I'm not leaving you trapped.
I mean it. You can't do anything about these shackles. They don't open.
I know, but there is a way out.
No. They catch you without that ring. That is it. You can't escape it. They kill you.
You have to finish this, understand? We've come so far, and we are so close. You're the only one who can do it.
Oh, she gave me her immortality stone.
Go finish Shax.
Yeah. Hold still.
And then she stabs me in the heart. Because when you're stabbed in the heart, your body degenerates into pure energy.
That was Shax. Griffin!
And then I have to trucks my little way all the way back here. And it kind of sucks. But I don't think that there is anything that popped up to really... Oh, no, I was wrong. I was gonna say, I don't remember there being anything that popped up, but that doesn't mean shit. I don't remember lots of things. Doesn't mean they don't happen. Yeah, so I'm using Fireball now. Because, you know, I got tired of the bosses turning immortal on me halfway through a fight. Legitimately, that was probably the most obnoxious thing ever. And I did try to contact the makers of Lichdom to ask about that. But unlike the makers of Wizard Lizard, who have been more than happy to contact me and talk to me, the makers of Lichdom Battlemage don't really see a reason to talk to me. Which, I mean, it kind of sucks that I couldn't get in contact with them. Because, I mean, I would really like to figure out a way to actually do my corruption and necromancy build. I mean, maybe it's just a line of code that I have to go change a numerical value in. I mean, that wouldn't be hard to do in the slightest. I've done it before on other games. Primarily in stuff like Mountain Blade to adjust the like spawn caps. Or the amount of RAM access that I was allotting it. Which I really need to actually just go in and change its importance in the actual configuration, but I've never got around to do that, and I always forget like halfway through. Oh, and oh yeah, got some upgrade stuff, so I was doing some upgrading. Okay, I think at this point, guys, I'm going to cut away till we get back to that one spot. Catch you in a bit. Peace out.
No! Don't you dare tell father! Prepare for the journey to Soddentrod. The dragon will come to me.
Okay, and we're back, and I didn't talk for that first little bit, so you guys could get to see the little speech that the lady makes, who's all upset because I killed her lover brother. Her brother lover. Lover brother. But anyways, I hope you all enjoy this. We should be back to regular scheduling after this. I mean, I do apologize about this screw up. Yeah, my bad. Really, I didn't mean to. Hope you all forgive me. And
disrupted the cult's plan,
another cutscene.
but they
Kind
were
of.
far from defeated. The dragon is a worthy ally against the cult. I wanted him to lead my army against Kamasa. He refused. The loss of the griffin is difficult. I underestimated Shax's daughter. Idira has taken the griffin to the marshes of Soddentrod. The dragon follows.
Okay, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Remember, share, like, and leave comments. This is Bone Fox saying, see yous later. Bye-bye.